Welcome to Grilling to Get Away, the podcast for backyard grillers who want to escape the everyday and fire up the flavor. Whether you're a seasoned pitmaster or just learning your way around the grill, we're here to share tips, tricks, and recipes that will make your next BBQ unforgettable. We'll talk meats, marinades, and even some mouth-watering sides. Plus, we'll answer your grilling questions and dive into everything you need to turn your backyard into the ultimate grill zone. So grab your tongs, fire up that grill, and let's get started. This is Grilling to Get Away, your go-to podcast for all things barbecue. Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Greg, your co-host of the Grilling to Get Away podcast. I'm here with my buddy.
What's happening, everyone? This is Ben.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Not much. How are you?
I'm doing good, man.
Yeah?
Yep. Got to experience the Packers walk-off win yesterday.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Hold it out.
They did, yeah. It took my middle son, Everett. This was his first regular season game up at Lambeau Field. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Did you stay till the end?
We sure did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was packed. It was a sellout, obviously, and they had their whiteout uniforms on. I can take or leave them. I don't care too much for that kind of stuff, but
Yep.
and they asked everybody in the crowd to wear white.
Did you do that?
Typically when someone tells me what to do, Ben, I do the opposite.
Yeah.
So I found my darkest green Packer hoodie and I put it on.
Good.
I understand you're trying to get the fan, base kind of collectively together to do this thing, but
You're not part of that.
don't tell me what to wear when I'm, paying for these tickets.
Yeah.
And I'm a fan, and so
You stood out like a sore thumb, huh?
there's a lot of white there, Ben, but there was a lot of other colors as well.
That's fair.
So
A lot of other people took the approach that you did, huh?
I guess I don't have any white Packer gear,
Well, it's tough, man. I'm not a big fan of wearing the white stuff either.
I know.
Especially if you go and you tailgate, you're making wings or ribs.
Good, yeah.
I get it all over myself.
Yeah, I know.
Now
Spill it all over.
Now I look like an idiot.
Yeah, look at this jabroni.
yeah.
He's got stains all over him.
Wow. Maybe wear the green next time.
Yeah. Let's go with a green out. How about that? Yeah. No, it was a good game. A lot of good plays. The defense looked good, and was happy to be out there. A lot of people were tailgating. I got to see a lot of people. We got there a little bit late, so we didn't get a chance to tailgate because the noon kickoffs. It's a couple hours away from Green Bay's a couple hours from here, so I drive up the morning of, and didn't get a chance to tailgate at all. But saw a lot of people tailgating and partaking in there.
Any inspiration from any of it?
You know what? There was a lot of classic stuff I saw out there. A lot of burgers, a lot of brats.
Yep.
I didn't really see anything too crazy. But then again, I didn't really go up and ask, "Hey, what do you got on there?" I did, see a lot of the younger people partaking in like
Nice.
a salad of twisted teas and carbless, and so like where we parked. This is 10:30 a.m. Ben, and we're walking in, and
Breakfast.
the place we parked, like this group of like 3 or 4 guys had like just this big mound of crushed up cans. I was like, geez, getting after it real early. Like this
Breakfast
is
of champions.
yeah,
right?
like the
Game day.
Mike's Hard Lemonades and all this kind of it's got stomach rot just looking at it.
Yeah.
But no, they must have had like 30 cans in the middle. There's like only 3 or 4 of these guys. Like, geez,
Wow.
hope you guys get into the game.
Wow.
And
Hopefully
yeah.
they're not sitting behind you.
right, yeah, I know. But no, people around us kept it pretty classy, so it wasn't too bad. And nobody was really getting after it like that level around us, so that was good.
Yeah.
But no, it was a good game. A lot of good games around the NFL yesterday. We got our World Series set too, Ben.
Yep.
The Los Angeles Dodgers and then New York Yankees, 2 small market teams going going after it together. I'm
Yeah.
glad those 2 small market teams get a chance to go and win one. That should be interesting too. Good times out. All around.
All around.
A lot of time to get out and do some grilling and some barbecuing and things like that for your favorite sports teams and games coming up. So
Can't go wrong.
no, you can't, man.
No. That's if you're hosting World Series parties or obviously, your Sunday football parties and stuff. It's a great time to break the grill out. And
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's been
Have a
beautiful
roll.
weather around here.
Oh, it's insane, man.
Yeah.
It's been
Another
crazy.
80 degree day here.
Yeah.
which is about 20 degrees above normal.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So we are coming up on another kind of nice smoke and grill and holiday, Thanksgiving. It's coming up in just about a month, and we want to kind of kick off a series here of talking about maybe some Thanksgiving Day cooks that you could think about doing or find some inspiration from. So before we kind of get into that, I think today we want to maybe start from the beginning, like maybe some prep and some appetizers and things like that. But did you get a chance to get out and grill since the last time we talked, Ben?
Yeah, a little bit, man.
Okay.
I did. I guess a little bit more than a little bit. So I did those kind of the pulled, not even like a pulled. It was more like a shaved beef.
Shaved beef.
Yeah.
Did some sandwiches.
Yep. And then I did some shrimp and broccoli. I was cooking for some pasta.
Oh, really?
Yep.
You smoked it or you grilled the pasta?
Not the pasta. I just did the broccoli and the shrimp in the cast iron. So like it would kind of add to like just a little smoky flavorness, into the dish.
So like a little butter, a little garlic, like it was like a shrimp scampi type of thing.
A little bit, yeah. Yep. A little olive oil and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was awesome. It was really good. I'd never really done anything like that, like with those two like together and stuff. And so the kids were pumped. They crushed it. They both had soccer games this weekend, so I was like, all right, let's carbo load,
Oh yeah,
get ready. So but no, my daughter's playing a tournament out in Madison area, so she was kind of, they had to get up and go early both days, so she was ready to roll. But yeah, man, had a good time. The sandwiches came out great. The beef was awesome. My son told me it was really good, not chewy at all.
It's good chicken, Dad.
Yep. I think he called this one. I think he asked me, is this pork or beef?
Well, there you go.
Son, we're getting closer.
Yeah.
We're getting closer. Yeah, man, crushed it. They love the sandwiches. He kept coming through and just like grabbing the beef and just eating it.
Yeah, finger food.
Yep.
Grab a slice. Stick it in your cheek.
Yeah, right.
Take it with you.
Just there all day.
So how did you do the beef? What kind of cut did you have?
I just grabbed a chuck roast.
Chuck roast?
Yeah, I had it and just kind of I just cut it just.
You cut it before you cooked it?
Before I cooked it.
Okay.
Yeah, real nice and thin, and threw it right over the coals on the grate. On
the grate.
And then I had the cast iron full of kind of some beef broth, and then like I said, just real quick each side, and then pulled it and then tossed it in there, and then just let it just go.
Okay.
So easy, honestly, man. It was super simple.
So indirect grilling with it. Did you cover it the cast iron at all with any?
I thought about it, man. I thought about it, but I didn't.
Okay. What did you season the chuck roast with?
A new one that we're kind of testing out.
All right, so mystery.
Yep.
Mystery rub.
Mystery rub. It was pretty standard though, man. Like a little some salt, pepper. Been using like the turbinado sugar.
Yeah.
A little bit more. And then some. This one had garlic and onion powder, and I did some minced garlic in there as well with some a little cayenne pepper, and then some paprika. So it had it's like a little touch more heat to it. It paired out really well with the beef and stuff in the sandwiches. And I thought it had a bit of a kick, but the kids didn't mention it at all, and I didn't ask. So
yeah, they're probably used to it by now. Huh?
Yeah, I think so. Trying to get them ready.
Yeah.
Hey. So yeah, I mean, we did that. I did do corned beef as well, but that I did in the crock pot one day. You have
one of your frozen packages left over from.
I did.
Yeah.
But it was like it had a little freezer burn on. I was like, well, let's pull it out and cook it.
Still looks good. Just cut that piece off.
Yeah, it was fine.
Good.
It was good. So yeah, it was awesome, man. It was. I've got stuff because we were next to last weekend, Bayview Bread.
Yep.
And so
Bayview Bread.
A loaf from them, and so that's why I've been crushing these sandwiches.
Man.
And
that's some good eating.
Yeah. We made, my wife and I, Reubens with the corned beef
with
and
the
stuff.
Corned beef.
Yeah.
Now we're talking.
Yeah.
Now we're talking.
It was good. It was awesome.
If I could only eat one sandwich for the rest of my life, it'd be a Reuben.
Heck yeah, dude. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I I shouldn't even know. Just grabbed like the sauerkraut for it. I grabbed some Thousand Island dressing for it. Like,
now, are you like a Thousand Island like on top of like the meat and stuff inside the sandwich, or are you Thousand Island like dipping on the side?
I put some on my bread, just kind of a little like a light coating and stuff. But I mean, I could take it or leave it. I thought it was good though. It was fine.
I'm both.
Yeah.
Do it and put it on. Give me someone to dip it into.
Nice. Yeah. No, I was going more for like the juices from the meat and stuff. So
okay.
it was, man, and I used like provolone cheese just as we had it. So I don't even know if you're supposed to use cheese or not, but I did.
With the Reuben?
Yeah.
Usually it's Swiss, something like that.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
But you just use
Swiss,
provolone?
Provolone, yeah.
You take what you got,
Hey,
right?
man, it was awesome. It was white. Same thing with the Swiss.
They all taste the same, right?
Yeah. I don't know. So no, man, it was pretty solid. Like, and then I had used the cast iron just to kind of toast like the bread.
Yeah.
So just each side.
Yeah.
Just threw a little butter down in there and just real quick. And the kids were like, "Dad, what are you doing?" I was like, "Well, check this out. I'm gonna kind of toast the bread up." And they're like, "Dad, this is awesome." I was pumped, man. It
was good.
Yeah. So it was cool. It was a good time. Like I said, I don't know, just kept pulling out meat, and I had it. So it was like I had a doctor's appointment, just like my physical last week, and
everything good, tip top.
My blood pressure's a little high.
I wonder why that is.
I can't imagine. And you know, I was talking to the doctor about it and stuff, and he was asking me about like diet, how I am and stuff, and I was talking. He's like, well, you know, according to the American Heart Association, you're only supposed to have beef like once a month.
Okay.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
I was like,
yeah,
once a day.
Yeah, tell that to our ancestors, huh?
I just kind of was like, okay, like, I mean, I'm, you know, whatever, man. So I left it there. I was like, oh, that's good to know.
Did you ask him? Do you follow those guidelines?
He said he does it about like he'll do it like once every other week.
Okay. Hey, well,
you know, man, I said, all right, well,
you do you.
I was like, me and my buddy go in on a quarter of a cow, so what's down in the freezer is what's in the freezer. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
So I don't know.
Hey, well, I'm glad everything's going well for you, and you know those.
Well, I think my answer too is that like, well, if I do die, I'm gonna die happy eating what I like.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
So shoot.
Yeah, I think there's more issues in the world than eating meat more than one time a week. You know what I mean, or a month, whatever. But
I was like once a month.
Yeah, okay. Who's paying these people?
Yeah.
Yeah. What kind of?
And do they do that?
Yeah. Right.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It seemed off to me. I wanted to talk to you about that. I was excited to tell you.
Yeah. Did you say what are your what are their sources?
Yeah.
Huh? Where's your studies?
I just said okay.
Show it to me.
Yeah. So I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, man, it was like I said, I dove head first in last week. But then it was like, I think it was like Friday night is when I made the shrimp and broccoli.
Yeah, yeah. Well, try to balance it out a little bit, huh?
Yeah. I'll throw in something green in there.
Something green in there, yeah.
No, we did asparagus too, man. I did asparagus just like in kind of the one I told you about. It's like a similar size of the cast iron, has all the holes in it and stuff. And just, it was fantastic, really good. I love good asparagus like on the grill like that.
You can't go wrong with it. A little bit of olive oil, a little bit of salt, pepper, or garlic, whatever you like to season it with.
Some ground pounder and stuff, and man, it was great. It was good. Like my wife will get one of those good sized bags from Aldi and stuff.
Yeah,
and be like, we never have any left over. Like it just kids crush it.
Yeah, it's a great side dish that. Definitely put that on your list for Thanksgiving, man. Like you could get some of that and put it on. I love it. Like even doing like.
Wrapped in bacon?
Oh, of course, yeah. Or bruschetta,
Yeah.
So a little bit, get your nitrates in there.
Absolutely.
Okay.
If I coat my beef in bacon.
Yeah. So I like to put butter and salt on my bacon, so it doesn't stick.
Helps it not stick.
Yeah. Should tell your doctor that one. They all cancel each other out, right? But
that's what I thought.
That's what I thought too. Like if the butter cancels out the bacon fat, and then the salt cancels out like the butter, so it's basically even.
It's a triangle.
Yeah, it's the pyramid of meat.
Yeah.
And So you did the corned beef.
Did
corned some
beef,
Reubens.
man. Did the Reubens where
asparagus. Wow, man.
shrimp
Anything
and
else?
broccoli. Yeah.
You think the blood pressure be going down because you're cooking so much out there? You know, you're getting away and.
That's what I thought too, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm doing it wrong.
Okay.
I guess gotta do it a little bit more, I guess.
I guess you gotta try. Yeah.
So
bump the levels up a little bit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bump the meat intake up.
Yeah, I pulled chicken out today. So
Okay.
It's like, wow,
you gonna grill it?
Yeah.
Smoke it?
Oh yeah. Yeah, kids don't have it's Monday, you know, we're recording on a Monday, but they don't have any practice today, so I was like, well, it's beautiful out.
Yeah, let's bust out the grill.
Let's go play.
Yeah. Yeah, man, so I did some Chex Mix, but I didn't do it on a smoke or anything. I just, did some in the oven.
But let's talk about that though, man. Like, you can make awesome Chex Mix just right at home.
Yeah, it's super simple.
The great thing about doing it yourself too, man, is you can pick whatever the hell you want to put in there.
Put in there.
I swear to God, I'll buy like a bag of Chex Mix, right?
Mm-hmm.
And my wife and my daughter, like, they'll dig in there, and then when I go to eat it, all that's left are the flipping pretzels.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell is this? And buy a bag. I wanted
some actual like mix.
Yeah,
this is pretzels.
So like, then
not a mix.
When I'll make it at home, both of them will kind of say once in a while, like, oh, they'll be looking like, oh, you didn't put any pretzels in there? Like, how come? Like, because you don't eat it. I eat them all. I sit and eat all the pretzels.
Yeah.
Like, you guys just dig around and you just get all the ones that have all the seasoning all over them, and then.
That's I find that too, man. So like, I was experimenting with our rubs and stuff, and I wanted to do some things where, some samples so I could take them out to events and stuff, so we can get people to try like the rubs in a little different way than what we've been doing them. So like, I did some popcorn with some of our savory rub on there, which was good. But then I went with some Chex Mix with our all-purpose rub, a little bit of butter, a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, and then just season the taste, right? So then you mix that all up. It was so melted butter, so it just coats the mix, and then you put it in the oven. I put it in for 350 for like 10 minutes, and I stirred it halfway through. Great flavor, like real super simple. And I'd find that because I took it out to the event I was at over the weekend, and I had it on a plate, and then I had like some tongs where people could pick some up, and people would look for the ones that were fully coated, that had probably butter all over it, So even the adults, Ben, looked for it like that. Good. So
that's how it should be, man.
But yeah, it's so like if you're looking for an appetizer or a snack too, like the Crosby took it to school today because it's a killer snack. Just really easy, cheap too. Like you can buy like one of those boxes of the rice cereal squares or whatever, you know what I mean, and then whatever other mix you want to put in there if you want to do that. This one I just used the squares to keep it really simple, and then just a little bit of butter to coat it all, and then a little bit of Worcestershire, and then a little bit of seasoning, whatever seasoning you want. You can pick it however you want to do it, and then you just put it in and heat it up a little bit, and so the coating sticks, and like it kind of the seasoning kind of like melds in a little bit with the whatever mix you got in there, and then let it cool, and then you got a good snack.
Man, I love doing Chex Mix on the grill.
You could smoke it too.
Yeah.
Yep. Easy to do. Again, same way. Just smoke it for a little bit, stir it about halfway, get some smoke in there. It's
I usually roll for about like 45 minutes to an hour, I think.
Yeah, you don't need much. No. You could go 10 minutes and you could be good to go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I said, I choose to let it run.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Yeah, again, something super really easy if you're cooking something else up and you want to have like a nice little snack with it. Hey, just do some of that Chex Mix, even pretzels, some nuts, whatever, man. Some rye chips is always a fan favorite at the house.
We'll do that. Sometimes I get like breadsticks, man.
Like the mini ones.
Yeah, or I'll break them up.
Oh, those ones,
they're kind of long.
Longer ones, the Italian breadsticks.
Yeah, and just break them up and put those in there. And bagel chips, whatever. Like there's a lot of options.
Be creative.
Peanuts. I like spicy peanuts in there sometimes too.
Peanuts, cashews.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
I think that's kind of that's why I enjoy doing it at home versus buying something, just because then it's like I get to choose
I get to make it,
put in there in the ratios too, right? Like if I do put pretzels in, it's a pretty low amount. Let me tell you. So.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want, man. Yeah. And it's really easy. Put it in a tin pan and mix it all up. Yeah, there you go. 15 minutes later, it's good to go.
You can go kind of traditional. You can go spicy. You can go. I mean, I've done stuff too where I've made like my own, like almost like sauce for it, right? And it's just like I've done, some barbecue sauces or use like beer as kind of a sauce and like Worcestershire sauce and just played and like I've done some with like our spicy sauce, or I've used like our sweet honey sauce to go a little bit more sweeter. And then I paired it with our sweet heat, rub, and like, I mean, there's just thousands of things you can do. It's great.
Absolutely.
Highly recommend it.
Yeah. And that's a great segue, Ben. Like, as we're talking, like starting to get prepped for Thanksgiving here. It's a big day, big holiday,
huge,
big cooking day.
Yeah,
obviously. And we've started to really go and experiment on the grill and the smoker with our turkeys. You can go back and we'll kind of recap a lot of that stuff as we go on the next few weeks. But you can go back in the podcast and listen to what we did last year, at the Thanksgiving Day episode and all that kind of stuff. But like, as people are starting to get prepped here, Ben, what are some of the tools and things that they might need to get ready for Thanksgiving?
Yeah, I mean, I'd say kind of starting an idea of how many people you're going to have, right? Because that's going to...
the guest list?
Yeah, that's going to kind of determine, like,
how
turkey
much
you're going to get, or, like, I think we kind of talked about it last year, too, and I was always under, like, oh, if I'm having more people over, I'll get a bigger bird. Like, no, you could just get 2 birds.
Get 2 birds.
And then you can do 2 different kind of style.
You could do that.
Which is awesome. I dig that. Like, someone talked to me about that. I was like, I never even would have thought of that.
That's a great point.
I thought it was awesome.
Especially if you're limited on space.
Right.
You don't have one big one, because like
Right.
a lot of times you make sure the bird fits in the smoker or the oven, right? Because sometimes you see that people get these big 40-pounders or whatever, and you can't close the lid, or you can't.
40-pound bird.
Yeah, you can't close the. Can't close the oven door or whatever because it's not fitting, or it's hitting the top, so make sure you got enough space.
You're cooked on the top, not the bottom. That's for sure. That's awesome, man. Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. So I'd say, like, kind of figuring out, like, how many people you're gonna have, and that can kind of determine what kind of how you're gonna prep it, right? What are we gonna do? 1 bird, 2 birds, 3 birds, like whatever.
Yeah, and like start looking like where are you gonna get it from? Like, there's a place right down the road from us, Danny's Meats. They do fresh farm, turkeys, and I usually get it from there if I'm cooking, right? So if we're doing Thanksgiving at the house or whatever, like, I'd rather go there and get them than go to like buy a frozen one at the grocery store or whatever. But either way it works. But like, there's a lot of local places around here that will do like fresh, like kind of like turkeys. So you pick it up. Well, you got to order it ahead of time, but you pick it up like the day before or whatever. That's
a good point too, man. How far in advance do you think you need to order those?
It depends. A lot of places kind of have that determined for you already. Like, they'll put that, like, hey, get your orders in now, or like, we're starting to take orders now. So you got to kind of be like, have it on your radar.
Yeah. Can you pick the size of your bird too?
Yeah. So they have like what size you want. They have like, again, they have like certain levels. You're probably not gonna be able to get a 40-pounder or whatever. But like,
what's the point?
Right. 10, 12, 13, 15 pounds, whatever. So you got to kind of determine like the size there. And then, again, look for those advertisements, or just go in and ask like, hey, you guys do like fresh turkeys or whatever. When are you going to have those in? When do you need to have an order by?
And then when do you need to pick it up by?
Yeah. Because a lot of times, like, it'll usually be a week or a week or 10 days in advance, so they know how many they need to get. And then like, the day of, or the day before, or 2 days before, you can go and pick it up. So you want to do that. Again, you got to plan your timeline, because again, you have to brine it. If you brine it, that'll take at least, another day. So you want to pick up that turkey a couple days before you cook it, because you want to have at least 24 hours, I'd say, to brine it. So those are all things that you kind of learn as you go. Like, oh, I'll just pick it up the day before or whatever, or the morning of. Sometimes I do that,
Pull it out of the freezer.
Yeah. And we do those. Like, you follow us, Burn Pit BBQ. Like, we start sending out those reminders. Like, hey, it's time to take the turkey out of the freezer. So you don't forget.
Yeah, you don't want to forget that, man.
You don't want to be putting it in the dryer to defrost it.
No.
Yeah.
Classic, Greg.
Yep.
No, man. I'd say so. Those are great.
Those are great tips.
Starting points. Kind of start planning ahead now. Like where you want to get it from. If you, again, if you're traveling, like we've done in the past and stuff, like I like to. For me personally, man, like if we're going somewhere for Thanksgiving, I love it and stuff. But then like the next, like usually like that weekend, I'm doing my own Thanksgiving stuff. And you can wait until like that Friday or maybe Saturday and get those turkeys way on sale too.
Yeah.
So like,
now we're talking.
yeah.
So you're planning well in advance. So like if you're not hosting or anything, but you just want to get out there and smoke a turkey,
I know what I'm
do it.
gonna do. I
You're
know
just
I'm gonna
gonna
do it.
You're gonna do your own mini Thanksgiving at home. You know, make sure you plan for that too. Like, hey, like the next weekend or whatever. You know,
That's prime time. Man.
Yeah,
all the stuff,
all
the gravy,
sale.
all the potatoes, like everything that's left is
Hey,
just. Like,
man, you're just full of tips today.
Yeah, it's great.
That's write that down.
Yeah. Like, I mean, it's great to host whatever and have family come, but like, yeah, if you can just sit on it,
Just sit down a little bit. Yeah.
It's costs like
now. Do you
like half
like
the price?
So that's a great point for afterwards. But like
Yep.
if you're hosting, do you do like a dry run of like a turkey like beforehand? Like are you like testing out any flavors or anything beforehand?
No, man, you're coming to my house. This is what it's
This is what you're gonna get.
Put gravy on it if you want.
Now I will say if this is your first time hosting,
It's probably not a bad
it's probably
idea.
a good idea to do a dry run.
Mhm.
You know, maybe the weekend before. You know, get a turkey.
You can just get a turkey breast to do a dry run with. Too.
I don't know, man. Like, there's a lot of nuances like to an actual turkey, man.
Yeah,
like,
but the breast is like one of the hardest parts too.
well, I get it. I would go through like a full dry run.
Not me, man.
That's what I would do. All right, well, we'll disagree there.
Yeah.
But either way, like if this is your first time hosting, like think of some like do a dry run.
Have the pizza.
Yeah. Get a couple pizzas.
Frozen pizzas too.
Isn't like the day before Thanksgiving like the number one pizza day in like the U.S.
Oh, is that? I have no idea.
Because nobody's cooking anything the day before. Everybody's just buying pizzas.
That's hilarious. No, I don't know.
But have some
That makes
frozen
sense.
ones, yeah, in the freezer just in case it doesn't work out for you. But highly recommend if this is your first time cooking for a large gathering for Thanksgiving, kind of do a dry run today, like the week before. So like the day of, like you got your timing down, you know what you're doing. You at least have one
Kind of
under,
when to start.
yeah, you have one under your belt, for the big time, the big show, you know, the day of.
Mm-hmm.
What are some other things, maybe some tools or, you know, things to keep in mind, Ben, as you're getting ready to host or maybe you're getting ready to cook that turkey?
Yeah, so I mean, just kind of some, making sure, like you said too, your turkey's gonna fit in your grill, but you also need something to cook it in, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like, whether a tin pan, if you're doing a tin pan, those turkey pans. I mean,
Something to catch the drippings.
yeah. Do you? So I typically will do mine like in the turkey pan. Do you do yours like?
I almost do it
just
over
on
a
the grill?
top style, man. So like, I'll put the turkey in a top rack,
Yep.
and then I'll put like
So
my
you're
stuffing
using-
mix or whatever. Like, so I usually got like carrots and cut up onions and like celery and stuff. Like that's what I'm gonna make my stuffing with, like
Mhm.
underneath. Like,
Gotcha.
so like I'm catching those drippings in there. So
Yeah.
like that stock or whatever.
So I'll do the same thing, but like I'll do it in the pan with it,
Yeah. So
and then
I guess like
I'll usually start off with the bird like upside down, and then I'll flip it.
you don't want, because you don't want the soggy bottom.
I don't.
That's what
want
I was
soggy
saying. That's
bottom.
what I was like.
want
I don't want a soggy bottom.
Nope.
So that's why I kind of do like almost an over the top style.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we talked about over the top chili last one.
We did, yeah.
It's like over the top turkey. Like I'm putting the turkey on a top rack because I'll usually use my vertical smoker, or I'll have like
The Weber.
something, assuming like it fits in there or whatever.
Yeah.
Then I can put the pan underneath so the drippings catch on the pan. So.
Mhm.
So yeah, I mean that's a good point too. Like you got to kind of determine like how you're gonna do the turkey. Like, are you keeping it all together? Because I've been seeing a lot of spatchcock turkeys.
Man, yeah, I have too. I like that idea too.
Yeah, me too.
Did you ever spatchcock a turkey?
I think I have.
I think we did it. You did it last year, right?
I think I did last year.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Man, I can't remember.
Yeah, but no, man. I mean, if I'd say to you, if something happens, right, and you're running up against the clock, like that's a quick way to get a turkey rolling.
Oh, for sure.
It cooks a hell of a lot faster.
Oh yeah. And a lot of people think it's a lot more even because it's kind of
Sure. Yeah.
a little bit flatter. So
I see that.
I think that'd probably be the way I go. I like that. I like just keeping like the spatchcock, try and get like a nice, even, crispy skin on the top there.
Yeah.
And then you could also flip it over and get a little char on it too,
Mm-hmm.
without the fear of it rolling. This is not a big bird,
Oh.
rolling away.
Nice. Yeah. Good one.
So you got to kind of determine which way you're going to cook it. Now let's get into kind of the brining piece of it, because we typically do like a traditional brine, And we have some recipes out there on our website. But a lot of people buy like these brining kits. Cosmos has ones, and all these other places. Got to get your bag. Got to get your brining kit, or if you're doing a homemade brine, make sure that you got all the ingredients for that. Mm-hmm. But I've found, and we've talked about this, like you get one of those 5-gallon Gatorade jugs.
Yeah.
Most turkeys fit right inside that bad boy. Yeah. Yep. So obviously I put it inside the. I put the liner in there, so you got like the plastic liner, and then I fill it up and I put the turkey in there. You get the water and like all the whatever brine you're using there. Man, it fits right in there, and it keeps it nice and cool.
Are you putting ice in there too?
Yeah, put a bunch of ice in there.
Yeah.
But it keeps it nice and cool, because then I could just leave it outside, because it's insulated. You know? And when I mean outside, I mean like in my
garage. Yeah,
garage, sure. Or like my 3-season room or whatever, so it's still cool in there.
Well, not all of us have a 3-season room.
Well, I'm saying, or a garage, or if you don't have a garage, outside, whatever.
On the patio.
Yeah. So it keeps temperature really nice, insulated, and I've gone in there the next day and there's still ice in there, So it's perfect for if you got a decent sized bird. Like a lot of people use this like regular coolers, but like it fits right in there, man. Like right down in there. You could get all sides to it too. So don't have to worry about submerging it because it's already submerged on all sides. Mm-hmm. There's a tip for you.
Yeah. Be careful too. Sometimes the bones can puncture holes in those bags.
Oh yeah.
So just kind of pay attention. Just keep an eye on it. It's a bad day when it's all over.
Yeah. Other tools and stuff. Make sure you have a handful of like tin pans just laying around just in case you need them. Injector. Are you a big injector? Do you like to inject
with the turkey? Yeah, man, I love it. It doesn't have to be anything crazy.
No, that's one thing I ran into last year. I think it was like when I was injecting like my butter mix and stuff like that. Like I had one of those really small holes, and if you're putting like some herbs and things in there too, it could get clogged up.
Yep.
So make sure you have kind of one of those bigger injector holes, with the injector for at least the turkey. That's one problem I ran into in the past. Was that the holes weren't big enough, so it kept getting jammed up, and I had to keep going in there and cleaning it out.
Yeah.
So make sure you have like if you're injecting the turkey, make sure you have a nice injector that has at least a bigger size holes in it, so you can get some of those juices and some of those other things in there through.
Yeah, I'd say like a baster too helps.
Baster,
or
maybe a mop. Yeah, a spray bottle.
Yep,
that's always good. Now I found what helps too is like some of these tins will have like a turkey carrier where it's got like the wire racks around it, so it like because some of the like you get these big tins and like it could be a little bit flimsy in the middle, especially if you're trying to carry it, so it's got like you got like these wire carriers, so it firms it up a little bit on the bottom and it's got handles on the sides.
Okay, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, so look for those like when you're looking around like your tins. Some of them have like those carriers that really cheap, inexpensive, but it adds a little bit of stability to the tin. Look for that. I got one of those, and you can you reuse it too. So you just pop the tin out of there, keep it.
Oh, there you go.
Saving you a little money.
Worth every penny.
Yep. I still got one.
You have to find it.
Yeah. I usually keep it up top. I think I know where this one is.
Nice. Okay.
But
that's always good. Yeah.
So, and because you don't want to leave it on the ground because you step on it, it's going to hurt. And I've done that. But then you can use it all year round too, making casseroles, whatever. You want to carry them around, just put that bad boy in there.
Want to carry it? There you go. There you go.
Yeah. What other things? Make sure you have some towels, some some sanitary wipes and things like that. Plenty of beverages that you're gonna need for the cook.
Plenty of fuel.
Fuel. There you go. Some whatever type of wood you're using, whatever type of coal, wood chunks. If you're just using pellets, make sure you got plenty of pellets. Yeah. Make sure you prep your smoker too. Especially you folks with pellets. You make sure you clean out the augers so you're not like.
You've had a few people talk to us about that.
Fires.
Lately.
Yeah. That they went and set it to forget it, and then it turns off, or like they get a call from their neighbor, hey, there's a lot of smoke coming from your backyard. And the fire department's there as you're rolling up, and the auger was clogged and it started a fire. Make sure you clean those bad boys out. They're not all cleaning or anything like that. You got to clean those augers out.
No, you got to pay attention to that. And like, I mean, I will say this too. I know you and I have talked about this in the past. And with, obviously we use the charcoal a lot or lump and stuff like that. And like, in order to get like probably like the cleanest, like the best smoke taste on there, like use like fresh charcoal. Like I
don't use reused ones. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. And I'm Greg. You know me, man.
Save as much as you can.
Save as much as you can. Been cheap, but like I'm one of those cooks where it's
just start with fresh ones.
Start with fresh.
Save the old ones for like the weekday.
Yeah, when you're doing
whatever.
hot dogs, brats, something else like burgers, whatever.
Gotcha.
I mean, but I'm this is kind of one of those like unique cooks, right?
Yeah.
Like, where especially if you're doing it for like other people, like you really want to bring kind of your A game and stuff, and this is one of those where it's not the time to be cheap, I guess.
Yeah.
Start fresh. Make sure your grill's clean and ready to go.
Yeah, that's a good point. Make sure everything's kind of ready to go. That's what I always say, man. If you're doing this for the first time, do a dry run.
Sure.
Walk through it, because then you get to see like, oh, I need this. Like I don't have this. This would be helpful. So then you still have a little bit of time to go and get those ingredients or those tools that you would need to have a nice cook the day of. Because that's the worst part is like, oh man, I forgot this, or I wish I would have had this.
Yeah.
Then you're running to the store and then you're rushing it, and I know some of these stores are open, some's closed. You never know what you're gonna get. So start prepping now, because
usually you're not the only one forgetting that, right?
Exactly.
So it's just like other people are
scrambling, and then you get there and you might not have it because it's already out. Man, I've done that plenty of times when like, what was I trying to look for?
Cream corn.
Man, maybe it was something like that. It was something like that where everybody's buying it, right? Yeah. So like, and you go in there the day of, or you forget about it, and it's the day before, and it's like, oh, it's all sold out, man. There's nothing left. You go to a million different stores, and it's sold out everywhere.
Or you need like 4, and there's like 2.
Yeah,
God,
yeah.
Dang it.
Start kind of prepping now, like making sure you're
that's
kind of slowly gathering those ingredients you're going to need.
Yeah, because as you go do your regular grocery shopping now, that's where, I mean, if you have the space for it, obviously, I mean, that's where you can kind of start now, just
and a lot
slowly
of that stuff,
grabbing one thing here and there.
A lot of that stuff, like if you're buying canned stuff, like I think it was like pumpkin pie filling or something like that.
God,
like I was looking for, like in those like the
primary thing.
Yeah, and like that was one of those things that was like, oh, they'll have plenty, but no, like, couldn't find it anywhere. And then obviously everybody's got the same idea, like buy the pre-made crust and then the filling, and you can't find it anywhere. Shoot, messed it up again. Here we go.
Way to go.
Dang it. Can't do anything right.
Yep.
Well, guess we're having Chex Mix for put a little sugar on there.
For dessert.
And I think it was like Cool Whip too. Like everywhere. Cool Whip gone. Ready Whip gone. Like, it looks like I'm making it myself.
Use some mayonnaise. Yeah. Can't tell.
So yeah, just start slowly gathering that stuff now. If you know you're going to need it for your game day, day of cooks.
I'd say another thing too, man, and this has happened to us, where like make sure like if you're if other people are bringing stuff, make sure that they're like kind of, 1, aware of it, and 2, that they cook it. We had we hosted once.
They cook it?
And like they
just brought you the ingredients?
Yeah. And I didn't know.
Set expectations up front.
It was like green bean casserole. So I mean, me personally, I could care less. Whatever. And so I was cooking like everything else, right? And I remember my wife asking, so it was her family. I remember her asking, like, where's the green bean casserole? And I was like, man, I didn't make any green bean casserole. Like, wasn't somebody bringing it? And she goes, yeah. And she asked the person who was supposed to bring it, like, where's the green bean casserole? And she's like, oh, all the ingredients are in the bag, like over there. Like,
there you
Thanks.
Go. Set expectations up front.
Yeah.
What are you bringing? Green bean Yes. Not just the ingredients.
Not the ingredients.
The actual casserole.
Right. Like, well, the kitchen's gonna be kind of full, so like.
Yeah.
I understand if you have to heat something up.
Man, that's a great point too, because
Yeah.
like there's only so much space in the oven, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to be cooking like you can't like
Like I said, man, I was doing like a bunch of other stuff. So
right, and everything's got different timing. So now if people are bringing stuff like you're like, oh, this needs to cook for this amount of time at this temperature, and like somebody else is bringing something else. Like, hey, it's it can be a lot.
Yeah.
That's where you're like I need to go check on the turkey.
That's about where I was.
I forgot this. I'm going to the store. I'll be back in a little bit.
Give me a minute.
Yeah. So make sure like
it was like when we were eating though, so I couldn't even really leave at that point. I was just like, God, okay.
So did you put it together? Did you have it?
No, hell no. I wasn't getting up.
So we're not having Green Bay casserole, I guess.
You want to know what I did? Made it 2 days later.
I bet it tasted great.
It was fine. One of the best green bean casseroles I've ever had. Yeah, man.
Yeah. So make sure the expectations are set for guests. If people are coming over, like, hey, you got this, right? You got to make this.
Yeah.
And then always give the one that really can't make anything.
Yeah,
like,
that's
just bring the
what
booze.
This was. Yeah, it was,
just bring the booze.
Like I said,
bring
man,
the wine.
Wasn't my family.
All right. Well,
so it was like I didn't organize any of it.
You were just cooking the turkey, right?
I was doing a couple of things.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the turkey.
You didn't just bring a turkey and say, "Oh, I brought the turkey."
Yeah. Hey, here we go.
How are we doing this?
Yeah. No, man. Like it was at our house, so it was like
you kind of had to be there, huh?
Kind of, yeah. And I mean, we were had a bunch of other things rolling, trying to figure it all out. And it's probably one of the first times I did a turkey too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like
a jamoke and a brony. And
here we
whatever.
go.
It was fine. It was a good time though. I mean, everything else was fine.
Yeah.
But it was just like one of those things. Like, well, I feel like to me, it's like, well, didn't we have green bean casserole? I didn't make it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't make it.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
See all this other stuff that's out here? Anything right here.
Yeah, man, I get you. Be ready for those. And then
I mean, it's a good story nowadays. It's hilarious.
But at the time, it's probably pretty frustrating.
I was like, okay, well, and just to be like, oh, well, all the ingredients over there. Like, oh, so you just assumed.
Yeah,
I was gonna.
You know what they say about assume. And make sure expectations are set.
Yeah.
If you're giving away if you're delegating tasks, make sure like those are on point. Like maybe follow up a few days ahead of time. Like, hey, you guys, you're still bringing it, right? You're making it and bringing it.
Yeah.
Or like, hey, are you gonna need anything from me? That's the biggest thing.
I don't really ask that question a whole lot.
Well, maybe you should.
No.
What do you like? Are you gonna need space to cook it? Because sometimes some of those things are like, hey, it's really good, like made like right then. Like sometimes you can make stuff ahead of time. Some stuff is just like, hey, man, this really needs to be baked or made like the day of, like right before we eat. Like it needs to come out hot. So you gotta make sure plan that stuff accordingly. Make sure you have plenty of space, in the oven or the stove or the grill, the smoker. So set those expectations, man. And solid start. Like we're kind of running here long.
Yeah.
So maybe next time we'll talk about like, okay,
specific appetizers.
Yeah, specific. So come with some ideas. I got some ideas here. If you got any ideas, so there's this cool thing now on our web, like on the podcast. Like if I don't know if it's on all of the platforms, but where you can text to talk to us, so you can ask us questions. Like there's a button on there where you can like talk into it, I guess, and send us a message. So take a look at that if you're listening to this, and send us a question or send us a comment or something about your Thanksgiving Day cooks and things like that. And you got questions, maybe we can go through those. But that's a cool new feature I saw. So check it out, see if you can do that. Send us a message. We'll get that. But we gotta pick a winner here too, Ben. A weekly giveaway.
Yeah, man. So here we are. We're still in October.
October, man. Kind of crazy.
Yeah, Halloween's just around the corner here. The kids have trunk or treat on Thursday, buddy.
I know. I saw that.
Yeah, I bet you did.
I'll be there. I'll be with my bag and my mask on.
So my wife she's gonna have a trunk open. Yeah, where they're doing stuff for her work. I was like, well, that's a good idea. Greg and I have a lot of these sample packs that we'd be out there.
Give it to your dad.
Yeah, here you go. Try this out.
Yeah.
Thought about it.
You thought about it, but it didn't go anywhere, did it?
I just had a conversation with her this morning, Greg.
Okay.
So.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Bring out the old Smoker. Get some smoke rolling.
Yep.
All right. So what are we giving away this month, man?
All right, man. So this month we are doing Pop Smoke, our Memphis style. And then we are doing Downrange, our savory. Both, man, like I said, I think I would use either one of these on my turkey. I would use either one, like I put them in like mashed potatoes. These are kind of staples for me, especially around like the Thanksgiving time.
Yeah.
Like you mentioned too, you use Downrange. We did, it's funny because you and I have been talking about popcorn and kind of playing with that a little bit. And so I put some Downrange on that last week on my popcorn. It's awesome. It's awesome on, you put either one like on eggs.
Yeah.
I told you I had that bread, so I did like kind of an egg sandwich over the weekend. I put some Pop Smoke on my eggs. Did kind of like over easy eggs. But yeah, man, they're pretty versatile. There's no heat to either one. And they're really ones that you can really just play with them. I think deviled eggs.
Yeah, for
Love
sure.
them, either one on deviled eggs. So we'll kind of, that's one of my go-to appetizers, I think, for Thanksgiving. But we'll make sure and continue to talk a little bit about that. But yeah, you can't go wrong with either one. So we're very excited, man. We're very passionate about all of our products. But I think these two we're very excited about this month to be giving these two away. Yeah.
And I got a winner here. So Sean Harm from Fountain City, Wisconsin.
Never even heard of that, Greg.
Not me either, man. So congrats, Sean. We'll send that out to you. But yeah, if you want to be included in the giveaways, again, just go out to the website, burnpitbbq.com, and subscribe to our emails, and stay subscribed. You'll be entered in the win. And you'll get our weekly emails with some recipes and tips. And as we get into Thanksgiving here, we're going to be sending a lot of those out. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the podcast and the things that we're doing here. And we ask that you continue to share, the people that might be starting to grilling or barbecuing, the podcast, the newsletter, all that kind of stuff. So that's how we continue to grow, is through you all. We don't do any ads on the podcast. We don't do any advertising or anything like that. So we just ask that if you have a chance, go ahead and share it. But all right, man, I think we'll kind of end here with that one. Anything else?
No, I don't think so. Yeah, if there's we'd love, as Greg mentioned earlier, we'd love to hear from all of you. So any kind of your Thanksgiving traditions that you always have, and with any game day or the day of rituals or stuff that you guys do or cooking, and we'd love to hear about them.
Yeah,
love to give them a try.
We'd love to see that stuff too. All right, man. We'll have a good week, and we'll talk to you next week.
Take it easy.
Cheers.